That is me. I am a fighter. I fight and I'm going to fight. I am not going to stop. Tayali will not just go down easily. No. Tayali will keep on fighting. Even some of you, you are busy saying, no, come back home, come back home, come back home. As if there is something there for me. There is nothing there for me. There is nothing there for me. Hey, no, come back home, come back. There is nothing there for me. Hey, no, you have got a family. Hey, you have got whatever. How am I going to look after my family if I'm in jail? How am I going to look after my family if I'm in jail? How am I going to look after my mother if I'm in jail? So there is no way I'm going to come back to Zambia. I am not going to come back to Zambia. As long as that dictator in the name of Hakainde Hichilema is still there, there is no way I'm going to come back home. Because Hakainde Hichilema is a proper dictator. He's a proper dictator. And you can argue with me, but evidence is just before you. It's just before you. Some of you, you know, we can talk to Hakainde Hichilema. No, Hakainde Hichilema, whatever. Look at what is happening to Fred Membe. Look at what is happening to Fred Membe. Eh? Those of you who are busy, you know, bothering me, come back home, come back home. Look at what is happening to Fred Membe. Look at what is happening to Fred Membe. Look at what is happening to SABOI Mbolela. Look at what is happening. Look at how many other opposition leaders are in and out of the cells. Look at what is happening to JJ. JJ by now would have been a cabbage in the cells growing. He would have been a cabbage in the cell in prison. Thank God, by God's grace, some people rescued him. Some people rescued him. So how foolish can I be seeing what is happening at home? Seeing the ruthlessness of President Hakainde Hichilema, how can I come back? Even if this country where I am, if they say, no, we don't want you, you go. You are a person on a grantor. There is no way I'm going to come back home. There is no way. There is no way. So, forget it. And why I can't come back home is because there is nothing that awaits for me in Zambia. There is nothing that awaits for me in Zambia. If I come to Zambia, for any reason, if I come back to Zambia for any reason, I will definitely go to jail. Why? Because Hakainde Hichilema is a ruthless dictator. And the examples are there. Fred Membe, if you ask me, why is Fred Membe still Muma cells? Why? Why is Fred Membe in my cells? Why is SABOI Mbolela in my cells? Eh? Yes, you can talk about no SABOI Mbolela skipped court and it's on bench warranty. Let's go to the genesis of why SABOI Mbolela is in court. SABOI Mbolela is not a criminal. SABOI Mbolela has not done anything warranting to even go near the police. She doesn't even need to interact. SABOI Mbolela is a politician. All she has done is politics. All she has done is politics. But look, the way she's being treated, like she's a criminal. Like she's a criminal. What SABOI Mbolela said is true. Aren't you people corrupt? Isn't the UPND corrupt? And those people in State House corrupt? They are very corrupt and criminals. And these things, I'm not just plucking them from the air, from nowhere. You people, you are busy. People who were nobodies. Today, you have so much. Eh? You are showing bulls worth 12,000 kwacha each. And you have got in hundreds of them. All of a sudden, Hamasaka, where was Hamasaka? Hamasaka didn't even have a one room. Hamasaka could not even rent one room. Tayali mchani wadi. Who was Hamasaka? Hamasaka could not rent one room. One room. One room, year 150 could not rent it. Today, Hamasaka is also boasting of big farms. Naena ahaluka ni cost in Chilala. Today, Hamasaka. Naena ahaluka ni cost in Chilala. Eh? Ababa Antoine kani ba living Goma. Eh? Ba living Goma imbo ya muntu idia. Who was living Goma? But look, these are people that are flashing money. So SABOI Mbolela didn't, what she said is not a lie. It is true. It is true. And at the end of the day, she is inside. And no, she skipped court. She skipped court for Bakabwalala. Bakabwalala. Uyusnankane Hamasaka was mentioned. They abducted JJ. Hamasaka na Levi Ngoma. They abducted JJ. They abducted a member of parliament. A member of parliament for Petauke. They abducted him. And I will keep talking about this because I want the entire world to know. Whenever you see Hakainde Hichilema visiting, whichever country, ask for Hamasaka and Levi Ngoma. When you see those people, just know that you are looking at criminals that abducted a member of parliament for Petauke. Those people are criminals. I want it, and I keep repeating it because I want to make sure that AI picks it, so that each time you type Levi Ngoma, it shows a criminal that abducted a member of parliament for Petauke. You type Hamasaka, it shows a criminal that abducted a member of parliament for Petauke, JJ Banda. Because those are criminals. And the criminals, they have the audacity of having people arrested, brought to court, and taken to prison. What nonsense is that? What nonsense is that? This is the country that you are living in. That is the Zambia that some of you are calling me to come to, where criminals are the ones now picking people, taking them to court, and later on being thrown in prison. That is the Zambia we have. Criminals. Criminals in the name of Levi Ngoma, in the name of Hamasaka. What is the first name? I need to get the first name of this Hamasaka so that win. You are criminals. You people, you are criminals. You are criminals. You are criminals. Let me check. I want to check the name of this Hamasaka. These criminals. Criminals. Levi Ngoma is a criminal that abducted a member of parliament. Clayson Hamasaka. Clayson Hamasaka. Clayson Hamasaka is a Zambian criminal that abducted a member of parliament. Clayson Hamasaka is a criminal working for President Hakainde Hichilema as a media director in State House, and together with President Hakainde Hichilema's political advisor. These are criminals that abducted a member of parliament, and afterwards, to silence this member of parliament, they got this member of parliament and threw him in prison, charged him with aggravated robbery. Because of the compassion, out of the compassion of some of the state operatives or some of the security people, this member of parliament was helped to escape, or he didn't escape. He was rescued. JJ did not escape jail. JJ was rescued by some of the security officers that got tired, or who are tired with President Hakainde Hichilema's dictatorship. That is the Zambia that some of us we are running away from. We are running away from those that kind of ruthlessness. As we are talking, we have President of the Socialist Party in the name of Fredman incarcerated for simply talking about challenging Hakainde Hichilema to disclose about national matters, and he has been charged of seditious practice. Seditious practice. You can imagine sedition. Imagine simply for challenging Hakainde Hichilema to reveal some of the transactions that he has been having with other people in the region. He has been put inside, and okay, fine, you can be arrested. Let's imagine there is a prima facie case, but this man has been detained from is it Thursday when he was detained, and today is Monday. He's still inside For what? He has not been brought before court. For what? Why? Why? So that is the Zambia we have. We have a Zambia that is being terrorized by this dictator in the name of Hakainde Hichilema. A number of opposition political party leaders, a number of them, they have got cases in court. A number of them, they have had to be incarcerated. And when you are incarcerated, you are not released according to what the law stipulates. The law stipulates that when you are arrested, you're supposed to be given bond on the basis of assumption of, presumption of innocence. So somebody's supposed to be given bond, but they are not giving you. Okay, if they don't give you bond, at least they should be able to take you to court. They don't take you to court. Many of these opposition political party leaders, when they are arrested, they are only released by the court through, application of habeas corpus. Now, if that is not dictatorship, then what is dictatorship? If that is not dictatorship, what is dictatorship? Don't fall by what Hakainde Hichilema says. Hakainde Hichilema is very hypocritical. He's a sweet talker. He's a sweet talker. He's a huge hypocrite. He comes out, he talks good. When you are arrested in the morning, he even said it in parliament. You are arrested in the morning, in the afternoon, you are given bond. But this is not happening. A good example is that Fred member who is inside. We have a ruthless dictator in our country, and the world needs to hear about this. And for me, I will be talking about this every day so that the name Hakainde Hichilema can be attached to nothing but dictatorship. A ruthless dictator. We have a dictator in Zambia, and that is Hakainde Hichilema. Is worse than any of these presidents that we thought they were dictators. Hakainde Hichilema is terrible. He is a terrible dictator. And he's failing tremendously in terms of, implementing economic development. He was boasting to say, America is asking me, to teach other presidents, to help other presidents to achieve what we have achieved. What has he achieved? What has he achieved? Since he came into power, things have just been going up. Basic commodities, basic and essential commodities, they have all skyrocketed in terms of pricing. And yes, we have a global challenge, but it is as a result of President Hakainde Hichilema's poor policy and corruption that we have the situation that we have in Zambia. Poor policy where you sell maize, to the neighboring countries, and you don't keep the reserves. Poor policies where you sell, electricity, and you finish the waters in the rivers. Poor policies, and we have load shedding. And of course, the corruption goes with it because he always wants to make money. Whatever money that they sold, Kumatawa, with maize, it didn't go into the treasury. Most of it went into the pockets of the people. Companies were being created. Today, companies created. Tomorrow, it is at FRA collecting maize, exporting maize. So, we are not just being malicious. I am not just being malicious. I am talking about things that are really happening in our country. We have a terrible situation in our country. We have a failed president. We have a dictator. We have a Eurocentric president. A Eurocentric president, a man who worships only the Europeans. He worships the Europeans. And I'll come back to this issue. This is real. It's not about what? It's not about me being bitter because I'm out. I am out here because I am afraid of Hakainde Hichilema's dictatorship. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. I've been arrested so many times. And each time I'm arrested, I am treated like a big criminal. I'm not given my rights, because I am detained for a long time. I'm detained in different locations. I am tortured. That's why I'm here. This is what the world has to hear. This is what the world has to hear. And I will not relent to deliver this message to let as many people hear of President Hakainde Hichilema's dictatorship, of President Hakainde Hichilema's failure, of President Hakainde Hichilema's harboring criminality within State House, where a member of parliament, where his advisors go and pick, you know, a member of parliament, abduct him, go and torture him. And after there is public pressure, they fail to kill him. They release him. When they release him, they put him in prison. That is the Zambia that we have. And as a result of this, we will not, as much as I am saying this, that the world should hear, the solution is not out there. The solution is within ourselves. It's among ourselves. This is why I have been talking about the opposition uniting. This is why I've been talking about the public, the citizens uniting, coming together. Let us not be fooled. Let us not be, be cheated. Let us be united. Things are bad in Zambia. Don't be cheated. Things are bad. And the only solution is to change the UPND government. We need to change the government. We need to change the government. And for us to do this, we have to unite, all of us as a country. Let us not start looking at each other. No, Awabaku Southern Province, Awabaku Eastern Province, whatever. No, all of us, we must be united. Let us unite. Hakainde Hichilema is the one that is dividing us. Zambians, we are not divided. Zambians, we are not segregative. Zambians, we are peaceful people. Zambians, we are loving people. We are generous. The very people, because now there is this tag that is being put, especially on the Tongas, you know, or Southern Province. There are so many people, you know, Tongas are being stereotyped. Are being stereotyped as a result of Hakainde Hichilema's tribalism and regionalism. Tongas are being stereotypes, but I want to tell you Zambians that please don't stereotype Tongas. Don't segregate against Tongas. Don't hate Tongas. It is this one man that we have in the name of Hakainde Hichilema who is messing us up. How come we have so many intermarriages? How come we have so many intermarriages? If at all there was division, we have so many intermarriages because there hasn't been division in Zambia. We are united. We see ourselves as brothers and sisters. That's why we have married amongst each other. If Hakainde Hichilema was the one who was there at independence as president, we wouldn't have all these intermarriages because Hakainde Hichilema would have divided us. But the leaders that preceded Hakainde Hichilema, they taught us to love one another. They made us unite. Let us go back to that. One Zambia, one nation. Let us ignore Hakainde Hichilema's tribalism and the regionalism and dictatorship. Let us put that one aside. We need to unite. Tongas are very good people. I, for one, have benefited so much from Tongas. So much. I'm telling you, so much from Tongas. I have benefited so much from Tongas. I've benefited more than some of even my Bemba relatives. I have benefited more. I've benefited more. Even when I was in trouble, at least when I was having these challenges, even when I went to Chief Mukuni to go and apologize, he took me as a son. He took me as a son. I felt a son before Chief Mukuni. I felt like a son before Chief Mukuni. Eh? And really, you can see that, you know, there is some love, you know. That's why I even prefer to be more from the Southern Province than from this side. Because I never took anything in the Southern Province and yet I was welcome. But in our side, but the point I'm trying to say is that let us all unite. Let us not segregate. Let us all unite. The opposition, we have our own differences. To be selfish. To be selfish. Let us not be selfish. And let us not be, egocentric. Let us not be, I don't know what is the word. Let us not exaggerate ourselves. Let us not think that we can do it. No, me, I'm Tayali. Me, I've got a following. Me, I can be president. That one, Sean Tembo, he can't be president. I am the one who should be president. Tukafirila Munsenga. If we continue being divided, because up to now, we still have some opposition leaders who are thinking that on their own, they can do it. I'm telling you, the moment you become selfish, you will not get it. You will not even get it. You will not get it. People who are selfish, usually, they end up losing even what they have. You will lose even what you have. By you trying to be selfish, you trying to think that you are better than others. I'm telling you, even me, I think I'm better than others. That's for sure. Hello? I think that I'm better than others. But why is it that I am taking a humbler position? I am saying, no, let us unite. Let us unite and let us put somebody that can take it. Let's put somebody that can take it. When I talk about Edgar Lungu, I don't talk about Edgar Lungu because Edgar Lungu is going to do what? No. I mean, some of you were even closer to Edgar Lungu than I was when he was in power. And even now, some of you might even be more closer to Edgar Lungu than I am. I say this because Edgar Lungu, really, he has the political, the political weight that is required to challenge Hakainde Hichilema. It is nothing about me thinking that whatever, nothing. And for goodness sake, I don't even sometimes, I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised that if Edgar Lungu forms government, I'm not even part of government. I don't put myself, to be so important or so close to Edgar Lungu. I bring up the name of Edgar Lungu out of reason, out of looking at what is there. But I know some of you opposition political party leaders, you don't like it when I talk about Edgar Lungu. And you think that, no, Edgar Lungu is giving me money, that's why I'm talking about this. No! Trust me, it is not about Edgar Lungu giving me money. Edgar Lungu, I've been saying it here, that me, I survive by the grace of God. It is not Edgar Lungu, financing me and to be here. Nothing. I am basically struggling. If I were to download some of my problems, you'll be shocked. I am basically struggling. But this struggle is not Edgar Lungu is going to finish it personally, on a personal level. No. What will finish my problems is Hakainde Hichilema getting out of State House. Even most of you, if you are going to think that no, one individual is going to give you money and finish your problems, you are wrong. Because Muntufi na now Edgar Lungu Muntufi. And then look at it. If you think that it is about money, I mean, there are many other people that I could campaign for and give and get money. There are other politicians. Even now, in my head, I know which politicians have money. I can start talking to them and encourage them and say, I'm going to campaign for you. But I don't want to do that because who is that one? For example, I mean, I can be running with Mundubire. All of you, Mundubire is my man. I can keep on saying Mundubire, and start asking money from Mundubire. But at the end of the day, much as I like Mundubire, much as I look at Mundubire to say, this is a credible man. This is a man that can run Zambia. As much as I look at him like that, Mundubire cannot contest with Hakainde Hichilema today. He can't. The only man that can do it is Edgar Lungu. That's why I talk about Edgar Lungu. So don't think otherwise, no, whatever. And yes, some of you are even playing a video, no, Tayali, but you are saying Edgar Lungu Tetawe president and whatever. It's true. I was saying it, and I used to say Edgar Lungu cannot do it because of the fear that I saw in him. At that time, Edgar Lungu was scared. He was just sitting in the house. I have seen Edgar Lungu now is coming out. I have seen Edgar Lungu now is making a statement, a bold statement to say, I am going to contest an election. I am going to contest the next election. That is what I wanted. That is what I wanted. So there is a change in Edgar Lungu. Yes, listen to those videos, because others, my whatever, they are busy talking. You said he cannot be president. I was saying he can't be president because I was seeing that he was scared. He was just sitting in that house, in his house, Ibex. But now the man has come out. He has even left that Ibex house and he's saying, I am going to contest. He's going to contest. And we should make sure that those judges do not stop Edgar Lungu from contesting. Whether he's going to be backed by all opposition or whether he's going to be alone, Edgar Lungu has a right to contest as a president. And he should be allowed to contest as a president. He should not be stopped. He should not be barred by those judges. I know, judges, you are under pressure, but I can tell you, this man is gone. Hakainde Hichilema is gone. Hakainde Hichilema is not a man to sign a covenant with. He's not a man to sign a covenant with at this point in time. Number one, Hakainde Hichilema is gone. He's gone. He doesn't have the public appeal. Even you international communities, even you international communities that are watching, I know you watch, otherwise you would not be asking me those questions that you are asking me. You are asking me these questions and I'm telling you here publicly that Hakainde Hichilema has lost public support in Zambia. He has lost public support. So be ready for a change. Hakainde Hichilema is going. Start investing in Edgar Lungu at the moment. Is the man that has got the support. Whilst it might be looking like gloomy, but the man that is going to take over is Edgar Lungu. Start investing in that man. Start talking to that man. Start talking to that man. I can assure you, start talking to Edgar Lungu. This other man is gone. Even you Mwema judges, don't be fooled. Hakainde Hichilema has got no political life. Hakainde Hichilema's political life is coming to an end. It's coming to an end because the way he has ruled Zambia is not what Zambians expected. It's not what Zambians expected. Look at the promises that he made. Look at the promises that he made. Okay, fine. Forget even the promises that he made. Look at where he has brought us. Look at where we are. We are terribly worse off. Apart from that, he is a dictator. He has clearly shown that he's a dictator. This is a man that is so ruthless, and Zambians don't like uncouth people, don't like hard-hearted people. Zambian people don't like to see people like Fred Membe in cells. They don't like it. They don't like it. If you are going to get somebody and throw him in cells, there must be a good reason. Zambians don't like to see what happened to JJ. JJ has become so popular, so popular. JJ has got support. And I must tell you, soon JJ will address the nation. The day that JJ will address the nation, you will see how many people will be listening to him. It is the whole country. JJ is almost like a presidential candidate today because of the way Hakainde Hichilema treated him. But tell me, who liked JJ before the abduction? Who had so much interest in JJ before the abduction? But the abduction and the way he was treated afterwards has made JJ to become so popular. So popular. So he's a big guy, JJ. He's a big guy politically. Zambians don't like leaders that treat their colleagues in the manner that Hakainde Hichilema is treating the opposition. Zambians don't like to see Fred Membe, to see his wife, quarreling almost in tears before the police, pleading with the police to see the husband. Zambians don't like that. Zambians don't like that. So this man is going. You judges, you need to know. You need to know. You people in strategic positions, those of you who are who they want to use to steal the election, because Hakainde Hichilema knows he cannot win an election. The only way is to steal, is to rig an election. Those of you who they want to use, be prepared to say no. Because at the end of the day, the Zambian people will rise. They will not allow Hakainde Hichilema to occupy State House after 2026. Hakainde Hichilema can never be in State House. I can assure you, even if he rigs the elections, he will not stay in that State House. He will not stay in that State House. Muke Sanjeva, you will come and tell me he will not stay. If Zambian people won't go in the streets to demand for Hakainde Hichilema to go, other people will do it. We will make Hakainde Hichilema to go. This is what I can assure you. Other people will make Hakainde Hichilema to go because they are tired. They are frustrated. They are frustrated. We have a security threat in Zambia as we speak. We have a security threat. And I can tell you that some of these people, you might be looking at us like useless, but some of these people, we actually console them, we actually encourage them to be patient, to allow democracy to take its course, because we are Democrats. I am a Democrat. I am a Democrat, and I would not want to change government in any other way other than, the democratic way. I am a Democrat. As much as, even if I hear this one is saying that, this one is saying this, I always say, Zambia is a democracy, and we must follow the democratic process. That's what I say. But if Hakainde Hichilema is going to manipulate democracy, is going to flout democracy, other people will take that as an excuse to also use undemocratic means. Mungu mfikisha wino sana. If Hakainde Hichilema, using the judges, using ECZ, they are going to manipulate democracy. They are going to flout democracy. They are going to jeopardize democracy. Other people will take that as an excuse to use other undemocratic means. Because at the moment we are saying, no, let us use a democratic means. Even if I'm here, I'm telling you, I always stand for democracy. I am a Democrat. I want democracy. I want people, the people's will to be expressed. That's what I want. Nothing else. Nothing else. But if Hakainde Hichilema is going to use his own will with a few individuals, they will not. They will not. I can assure you they will not. They will not. So let us all just live in peace. Let us do the right thing. Let us preserve our country. Let us preserve our democracy. Let us do the right thing. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for anything. I'm asking for people to do the right thing. You, the judges, you have already ruled on this matter. You have already ruled. It is finished. Eh? It is finished. This matter was concluded. Edgar Lungu, you even allowed him to stand in 2021. Why should you change it now? What justice will that be? How good will that be to the country? What will the Zambian people, those who want Hakainde Hichilema, those who want, President Edgar Lungu to change, to be on a ballot, or even if they will not vote for him, by the way, by the fact that Edgar Lungu contests an election, it doesn't mean that he has automatically won. It doesn't mean that everybody will vote for him. No, people will still have to go and vote for him. So why not allow them to go and make that decision against him or for him, instead of removing him from the ballot? Because when you remove him from the ballot, you will actually be infringing on the rights of other Zambians who may even not want to vote for him. But when you do it, you are basically, taking away the rights of everyone, or you are making more people upset. More people upset. Allow the man. Let him be on the ballot. Let people reject him. Let people reject him. Don't jeopardize democracy. Don't, rape our democracy. Please, Tuapapata. Preserve the peace that we have. Tuapapata. Don't listen to Hakainde Hichilema. And by the way, you can't trust Hakainde Hichilema. You can't trust Hakainde Hichilema. The moment you deliver, when Hakainde Hichilema, if by whatever miracle, whatever gods, whatever, Hakainde Hichilema succeeds, Hakainde Hichilema will be a monster that will be eating people in the next term. He will be a monster that will be eating people in the next term. And you just never know. You might help. There were people that helped because even in 2021, people rigged elections. I know people who were part of the rigging. They have even come and confessed to me. I can even mention their names here. But today, those very people who were part of the rigging, some of them Balikuma Court, some of them, they were fired and they have been arrested. They were in strategic positions. Some of them, they were arrested, they were fired, and they were arrested and Balikuma Court. And these are some of the people that really, they were part of it. They were part of the rigging that happened. So, Imomema judges and you other people, like ECZ, Avena Chipenzi, Chipenzi, I can, he's a card, it's okay, he can never romance. But the rest of you, how sure are you that Hakainde Hichilema will keep you after winning an election? How sure are you? How sure are you? Hakainde Hichilema, he doesn't care about anyone. He doesn't care about anyone. And yes, I can be talking like this, I'm talking, no, and somebody will think, but why are you saying this? Why do you want Hakainde Hichilema? I want Hakainde Hichilema to go because Hakainde Hichilema has failed. He has failed, number one. It is very evident. It is very evident. He has failed. And okay, fine. He might fail. He doesn't have, you can say, no, he doesn't have the knowledge on how to run the government. But the worst thing is that this man is not only a failure, he is also very corrupt. This is the problem. He is also very corrupt and is very unpatriotic. Hakainde Hichilema is very unpatriotic. Hakainde Hichilema doesn't love Zambians. Hakainde Hichilema atemwa basungu. Atemwa basungu Hakainde Hichilema. Atemwa basungu. He doesn't love Zambians. How? Which Zambians is Hakainde Hichilema helping? Which Hakainde Hichilema is Hakainde Hichilema helping? He's very corrupt. Look at Zambeef. Zambeef is a good example. It's evidence of Hakainde Hichilema's corruption. Hakainde Hichilema of Eurocentrism. Because Zambeef yawa basungu, Zambeef yawa sungu, and he partnered with them. He partnered with them. How many Zambians are accessing money from NAPSA, for example? From government? How many are accessing money and business? How many Zambians? Abasungu, they are the ones who are benefiting. Imweba ba praise singer pa social media. Chula, you are just busy suffering. But the people that are making money with Hakainde Hichilema, they are the people that are making money with him. Look at this dual carriageway that you are talking about. Look at the people who are there. Where is the money coming from? It is our money. It is our money. Hakainde Hichilema has given them. Look at the mines. Who is taking over the mines? And Hakainde Hichilema is giving them for free. But he's not just giving them. He is retaining shares in those entities. He's retaining shares. Pantumu sungu munawo na wala imono usungu. He's retaining shares. Zambeef yawa sungu. Echo awaperere. He is rescuing them. I was busy reading about this and informing myself, and I was speaking to a number of people just for me to understand. And I want you to understand, because sometimes when I'm with big words and whatever. Ichiripwapa. Zambeef is in problems. Zambeef is in problems. So walima problems. Wamuna chikampa nchala awech. So what do? Let us sell it to government. We get our money. And we get more money actually. Not what is worth in the company. What they are getting, that 13.5 million that they are getting, it's much more. It's much more. If they were to sell that company, if they were to sell what they are selling, that farm, they wouldn't have sold it more than 6 million. They wouldn't, that farm, is just worth our Sambiri, those who are educated, those who evaluate companies and everything. They have reliably informed me that that company shouldn't have been sold, that farm shouldn't have been sold anything more than 6 million. Because it is sinking. Because it is sinking, it is in problems. It is like my CTTK, I closed my CTTK because it is not doing well. So I close it down. But because if I'm connected, I would have said my company is very lucrative, it's doing very well, it's doing whatever. So I'm selling it. Give me 2 million. And yet the company is having problems. Zambeef is having problems. Zambeef is going under serious financial stress. Business-wise, it is going through problems. It is a limping company. It is in problems. Zambeef is in problems. It has got in Congolese, which they are going to default. They will not be able to pay. But I'm sure because of now this Hakainde Hichilema coming in, they will be able to pay. But really, they are limping. They are financially stressed. Financially stressed. And Hakainde Hichilema, Adiringa Nabasungu, is part of it. He's part of it. And of course, Hakainde Hichilema will come and tell you, I don't even have shares there. You say Hakainde Hichilema is rich. Tell me where Hakainde Hichilema, which company where you find the name of Hakainde Hichilema. This is where the crookedness of Hakainde Hichilema is. This is where the corruption of Hakainde Hichilema is. Even companies that we know that these belong to Hakainde Hichilema, if you go there, his names are not there. Because he does not put his name there. His name is hidden under some other individuals. That is the crookedness of Hakainde Hichilema. He's a rich man, but tell me which company is owned by Hakainde Hichilema. Tell me one company. Tell me one company. I'm going to open phone lines. Imweba kandile mweba chilalanda ndavena Alexander Nkosi achani ichichimbi chichina nikane ichichimbi chichimundu ichi. I want you to call and tell me which companies Hakainde Hichilema owns, where you can clearly see to say this is the company owned by Hakainde Hichilema. Go and show us. Only Pangombe, Epoavika, but even in Ngombe Shineshi, no, he's rich. He has got so many cows. Iwe. How much is in Ngombe Imo? Because really sometimes we should think properly. We should think critically. Some of you say, no, Hakainde Hichilema is very rich because he has got animals. He's rich, he has got animals. Okay, how much is one animal? How much is one animal? And what is the population of Hakainde Hichilema's animals? What is the population? Multiplied by a value of one bull. You can even argue it to say, okay, let's say he has got I don't know, 2 million in Ngombe. And one Tuankane is costing 10,000. How much is that? It's basically just 200 million. Now, 200 million, is that being rich? Okay, I'm telling you to say, let's imagine it, because you're saying he's rich. He's rich. Okay, quite all right. Fine. He's rich. How? No, alikuwa tengombe. Fine. Alikuwa tengombe shinga. Let's imagine 2 million, which I know it is not 2 million. Let's imagine alikuwa tengombe 2 million. Ingombe imo, let's imagine, for argument's sake, let's say ingombe imo 10,000. If you multiply 2 million times 10, how much? How much? We are talking about basically 200 million. Now, 200 million kwacha, is that what you can say Hakainde Hichilema is rich? Is that what you can say Hakainde Hichilema is rich? Because that is pocket money. That is pocket money. That is pocket money. When some of our friends, some of these people that we know, some of these stupid people like Avena Bokani Soko, when they were people, 2 million was nothing. 2 million was nothing. But now they are just fools, just running around like rats, you know. It's nothing. So you can't say he's rich. You can't say he's rich by ingombe shiramusonta jiyo alikwate ngombe. No. But I agree with you, he's rich. He's rich. He has invested money in companies. And he has hidden his name. And of course, now he's even more richer. Now he's rich. Now he's rich because he has gotten mines. He has gotten so much money. He's making money. Of course, he was not that rich, but now he's making money. He wants to live up to the name. Where you put him to say he's a rich man, now Hakainde Hichilema is working tirelessly to really live up to that name, to say, I'm a rich man. It is now that Hakainde Hichilema is making money. Otherwise, that community houses, that is not richness. Those in Ngombe Shidamumona, that is not richness. But now Hakainde Hichilema is busy, you know, collecting money so that he can be that man, that rich. Otherwise, he's not as rich as some of you, but praise singer, were putting it. He's rich, he's rich, he's rich. And yet, a person whom you can't even evaluate. A person whom you can't even evaluate. People who are rich, we know what they are worth. We know Dangote, what is worth. We know what Dangote owns. We know. These are people who are rich. But Hakainde Hichilema, no. No. Because he is corrupt. Because he's a criminal. He gets our assets. He gets our wealth. That's what he gets. That's what he gets. And you people are singing to say, Hakainde Hichilema is rich. Hakainde Hichilema is rich. Hakainde Hichilema is not rich. Where did he get the richness? Where did he get the riches? Where did he get the riches? How many times has Hakainde Hichilema been challenged to explain his riches before he even became president? How many times was he challenged? He couldn't say how he got rich. And now he's president. He can't declare his assets. He can't tell us what he owns. Because he's a crooked man. He's a corrupt man. He's a criminal. He can't. Otherwise, if you are genuinely rich, you have your properties, why would you be scared? I was running with my businesses 20 today. I was running small businesses. Even CTTK here, I'm declaring my CTTK has gone down. Because it is genuine. It is genuine. One day when I will have a little bit of money and I'm in the country, I'll be able to pick it up and run it, and I will show you this is what I'm doing. Why is it difficult for Hakainde Hichilema to declare his wealth? Why is it difficult? Why is it difficult for Hakainde Hichilema to put his name on what he owns? Why is it difficult? And when we tell you this man is corrupt, this man is a criminal, you are refusing. Isn't it criminality where a farm that is worth $6 million, $6 million, it is being sold at 13.5 million? And you can say, no, but where are you getting whatever these figures? Look, it's very simple. If these people, let's look at how they acquired this property. Before a government buys any property, there must be a plan. There must be an engagement within government that yes, we are going to buy this property. And there must be a due diligence done. There must be what do you call an evaluation done. There must be there is a word that I'm looking for, you know, where you make a projection of the viability is assessed. The viability of this business must be assessed. Where are these assessments? Where are these assessments? Who evaluated that farm that it is worth 13.5 million? Who evaluated it? What is the viability of that farm? Who did all that? Was there a tender bidding? I mean, when you are spending government money, you cannot take it like ulestage tumbwa from your pocket. No. It has to go through some tender processes. There have to be a process in which eventually you decide you buy this. Some bidding of some sort, they must be done. Who did that? How was it done? Where are the details about that farm? Where is the list of assets of what is at that farm? What? Where are all those things? But because Hakainde Hichilema is corrupt, because Hakainde Hichilema is behind, is working with those Atishani, Oliver Ewing, they are working together. That is why they have managed to cut this deal quickly. It is the same thing that they did on the Dollar Dual Carriageway. And they gave 25 years lease. Same thing. And you want to argue with me that, no, this man is not corrupt. No, this man is not a criminal. You want to argue with me. Are you serious? Are you really serious with what is happening, with what has happened to Zambeef? Are you really going to stand up and tell me Hakainde Hichilema is a credible man? Are you going to tell me that? Are you going to argue with me when I say this man is corrupt, this man is a criminal? Are you going to argue with me? Look at the mines. I told you about the mines. I've been talking about Mopane, for example. Now they are going to bring 1.5 billion. 1.5 billion, you give them a mine. Because that mine, you have basically given it away. 1.5 billion is not even here. And even that 1.5 billion, what is 1.5 billion? When you are talking about a mine with mineral deposits, with assets, one chitipa track, just one of those will cost you $500 million. 3 of them, it's 1.5 billion. But how many do we have of those big things? We might have 10 of them down there, but one of them is costing about $500 million. So what are you talking about? When I say this man should go, it is this kind of things. When I'm saying he has not only failed to deliver, but he's also corrupt. He's stealing from us Zambians. It's this. And I'm going to open phone lines. You call and challenge me on this one. Show me how government ended up buying that farm, which is worth $6 million. $6 million. They got it. They got it at 13.5 billion. And you can even say, no. They look at the land and whatever. By the way, does government need to buy a farm which is failing, which has got problems? Does it need to buy when we have got a number of farm blocks? Farm blocks which have not been developed. I think we have about 8 farm blocks, and only about 3 have been developed. These others are still dormant. It's just land. With $13.5 million, imagine what we can do. Imagine what we can do. We can do a lot. 13.5 million. It's a lot of money. We can do a lot. We can develop 2 block farms. 2 block farms we can develop. And employ a lot of Zambians. These young people that are doing nothing. These street kids. We can take them there. And give them employment. Give them a life. But Hakainde Hichilema has decided to pocket that money with his friends. They have pocketed it. It is not viable. Whatever nonsense, they want to cultivate and whatever. Cultivate. You check. Have they given us how much they were producing? How much maize was that farm producing? And if it was viable, which businessman do you think you would sell a business that is doing well? Are you so dumb to think that a businessman would give up a business that is doing so well? Are you that dumb? Are you that down? Nangu kushinda ulua. Nangu alishinda ulua, nangu alisena bali kufulamina. Bali kufulamina. Bushekwena, can you think that Baliawa Sungu, if that farm is doing well, you think they can sell it? Where did you see a businessman selling a business that is doing well, a business that is giving him money? Where did you see that? And you are foolishly coming on social media defending this criminality of Hakainde Hichilema. Total nonsense. These are the things that we are saying. Uyumuntu afwiraya. Because Zambia ikashala chirongoma. Zambia ikashala chivolya. Already chivolya. If you look at our cities, how people are living, they are living terribly. They are living terribly. Because of this man and his abantu baleiva. Recently tolanda pamitisha kwa Sylvia Masebo. Taturapusha no kupusha kulanda pamitisha kwa Sylvia Masebo. Tatuishi benekwe mitishia shile. We don't even know where they have taken those containers. Before we know it, those containers will be in hospitals. And people will be dying out of that exposed medicines. People will be dying. Before we finish talking about that, before we finish talking about load shedding, number Zambeef, and look at the way ama corruption. Toalanda pali KCM, toafuma pali KCM, toisa pali Mopane, toafuma pali Mopane, toisa pali Dio Carriageway, toisa committee, Nifi. There is something also that happened. I mean, within these 3 years, within these 3 years, look at the damage that these people have done. Look at what they have done. 3 years. Look what they have done. They have wrecked our country. Why should we allow them to continue? Why should we allow Hakainde Hichilema to continue? Why should we allow Hakainde Hichilema to continue? This man has to go. It is not about Tayali. It is about what is happening. Yes, very good. Martin Wanjibukisha. FQM transporting maize. And a fool comes to us and tells us, no, they are transporting maize for free. Are you an idiot? You are such a fool. You think that we are so foolish ourselves. You can cheat us and say FQM is transporting maize for free. What nonsense is that? You think those Vantuanikane, they care for Zambians? They care for Zambians to start transporting maize for free. You think they care? Oh, tonto nonsense. There is just too much that is currently going on. Within 3 years, alanaveva. Naveva. Ero kisa wapela na nani mkese wapela na 5 years. That's why, na 2026, nakulepa. The only thing is that I insist na papata. I know kuli mwewa ntamba. Mwewe miti mashaka lipana papata. Filapine mieba kumbali. This is what I say. What I say what I say here is what I say even in privacy. So as much as 2026, I know a lot of you are frustrated, but as much as 2026 is too far, let us use democratic means. If we have to go for an early election, which is very possible, we can go for an early election. And maybe we should even do it. Because Hakainde Hichilema was calling it. Hakainde Hichilema was busy calling for early elections during the time of Edgar Lungu. Why shouldn't we go for an early election? Maybe we should go for an early election. Because we want to tufike ku 2026. Ala bake wokunya ababantu abo. Hey! How mandi? Ala ababantu ni bapompwe. Yo Hakainde Hichilema mwandi ni mwaume kukuiba. Not ukusunge chalo. Ukusunge chalo. Fisha sungi. What has he done? He has messed us up. I am going to open phone lines. I'm going to pick phone lines. You call and challenge me on the criminality of Hakainde Hichilema. Tell me and explain why a businessman would sell a farm that is doing very well. Why a farm which is worth 6 million, they are paying 6.5 million. Tell me why the government did not go and invest that money in the other whatever. And what is so bad about all these things is that while Hakainde Hichilema is doing all these things, the Zambian businessmen, abantu benebenencheshi, people that know business, people that were born to do business, abo bali ku major street, every day ku major street, every day They have criminalized the local businessmen. The local businesses, they have criminalized them. Many of our businessmen, they are now in court. They are criminals. They are being deemed as criminals. People that were respected internationally. But today, they are being seen as criminals. That is Hakainde Hichilema. That is how bad this man is. I was just reading an article about this man who has been in Kumakota, Clever and Poor. I was just reading an article. The man has won awards on an international scene as a businessman. Hakainde Hichilema comes in. He puts him to magistrate. He's awarding him criminal cases per magistrate. And this is the problem. The criminals, the real criminals are the ones who are tormenting people that are innocent. People that are innocent are the ones over the Mumakot. Bakawala, they are busy stealing. Avena Ntwankan, Avena Hamasak. Grayson Hamasaka, Avena Levin Gom, Navambi, Navena Sylvia Masel, Hakainde Hichilema. They are there. They are busy tormenting innocent people, people that are known on the international scene as businessmen. Hakainde Hichilema, people that have really grown businesses. But in my court, I'm opening phone lines. You can call in. You know the number. You can call in and challenge me. Why would Zambeef, a business entity, why would that in Twankane, Oliver Ewin, why would Oliver Ewin, Zambeef director, I mean, they are enjoying. Bawishi is even sitting there in Australia enjoying himself. Hakainde Hichilema is making money for them through the Zambian people. It's very sad. You tell me why would a Zambeef sell that if it is making business? Because even if you want to say, like Vankos Vatrala, and that no, they want to invest in Impongo and whatever. Even when you are making such a decision, you only let go of a company that is not doing so well. That's what you do. And keep with one that is doing well. Hello?
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 Hello? Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Hello?
I can hear you. Hello?
Hello?
Please. You can't just be saying hello, hello. You don't even want to listen first, at least. So, if you want, if what chili, Eliash. I want to believe they are really stealing from our country. I don't know what will remain of Zambia. Imagine if we can allow Hakainde Hichilema 10 years, in just 3 years. But what about 10 years? Hey, Fikawa Mefinto. Hello? 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 I can hear you. If I can hear the noise in the background, it means you can also be, I should be able to hear your voice if you speak. Hello?
Michael, boa tarde. Alô?
Hello? Hello?
Ele queria.
Or is that phone? Hello? 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 Oh, maybe Nif.
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Yes, Mr. President.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. Thank you. I just wanted to make a contribution with regards to what you are just saying right now. Hello?
Yes.
Yes. Actually, what you are saying is very true. Looking at the things, the way they've been moving from the time they came into power, literally they've done nothing. They've done nothing. Hello?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Yes. So we really need to wake up in order for us to develop. Otherwise, thank you.
Thank you very much. Indeed, no one is going to liberate us from the dictatorship of Hichilema. No one is going to do it. We have to do it. We have to do it, and the only way we can do it if all of us, first of all, unite and speak in one voice. Speak in one voice. This man, we need to unite on removing Hichilema. This one, we have. It's okay, even if some of you may not like him. You may not like Edgar Lungu because I'm talking about Edgar Lungu. I don't mind. Bring up another person. Maybe, even me, maybe I might join in. But really, we have to unite and remove Hichilema.
Hello. Good afternoon, Mr. Tayali.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, you have left one point on a fake report. Also, it's very disturbing. Fake.
You see? Very good.
Yeah, if you have seen the figures that are coming, they are very disturbing. And when you look at our country, the way we are suffering. And the other thing, I wanted to wish the UPND happy third anniversary, happy poverty anniversary. Because our UPND must go, because it doesn't mean well. There's a lot of scandal. It's a scandal after scandal, scandal after scandal. We are really tired as Zambians. No. When you check at the Congo border, they are closed. There are people there who are there, Zambians, truck drivers. They are being beaten there. No. Otherwise, it's too much. We cannot condone this.
No, indeed. Thank you very much for bringing up that point.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, and stay blessed. We are praying for you.
Thank you. Hello?
Thank you.
Hello?
Yes, Mr. Taj.
Yes. Hello? Please move away from the other phone. Move away from the other phone.
Okay, I've moved away. You okay, boss?
I'm okay.
Okay, long time.
Iwe turande pali echechi turemfumia poshani. Not if you ambo kulande.
Uyu muntu akwire vyafumapo tapane nokupya tapine vantu vacherera akachero wa 18 Zambians kucherera again akachero kuya mufunyapo tapine vantu vasamwina akachero nokuya mufunyapo pamda lero okay ni anniversary yabo tapani yangu vimwe fire chitika nangu nempo abantu valepira okwanisha okuchita mu Zambia olempo inshifi into twachwati 25 kg kasa akakonse but abantu vintu na pishupa ngata ukwetepera pa kumo kuboko inshini sala so these guys it's a no go area.
Thank you, Mana. Thank you. Hello?
Mwaikare mwe makaramba. Shunguro mkwai.
Mkwai shana imwe.
Tu aikara vebwini shani uvomi bwenu.
Yo, lesale tusunga.
Hakutotera sapare. Awe foto asturante kwa jiji asili de terentensha mstaro wetu. Wale ufwa abene besonde wale ndo kwa cho wakasama baikatane naba kumbi ukukwa shara mfumu omba ture ipsa naba mwata kazende bakanyina polirari ndeka bari bashiti mukuru bari kwe neshimfu mushimbisha shara so bare bafato kwikatana naba kugera ba shara ba rero rera umfu abene efe barera ndanga rero la munshira ango barero ungamika abana kukura twishive rero rera twatotera bataja kuturandire ni ko skiri murerandira kana masibo sebani
sure aratotera. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. I just want to make my contribution.
Please go ahead.
I just want to understand something from the UPND cadres. Because when we say we want to see where these people have worked, they will say, no, he has removed cadreism. Really? Is removing cadreism working as well?
Imagine. Imagine, eh? Yeah? Imagine.
They will say he has employed teachers. Is that working as well? No, this is a joke. Anyway, I thought I could just mention that.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Mwabomba shanda.
Mkwai mwabombeni.
Mkwai. Na tinjibusheko lulya bena balelanda ati waleta nzala ngu PF mwamanati PF pamunioko. Nomba ifwe nga twalanda ati waleta nzala ngu UPND pamunioko. Wala tuikata bati bena yakulikubeka. Bena litekawe. Mwamone. Era uyu muntu abakwati chirete mwalifishi bafiria fi muti babasafi. Isha kubasafiri.
Mkwai.
Efyo aba. Taseka?
No.
Olongo mlolesa pamenso aletinya. Bena firia balelanda ati waleta nzala muchisi ngu PF pamunioko bena ni bata. So no mbanga ni no nshita ngani fwe balandire nga balitubika kaliati. Mwamone. Elo imwe mwalefo kunjipaisha mairo firia mwalelanda ati nde ifwaya yo tupini nde msanga nani kane jeje alifye mupepe. Mwalefa kunjipaisha iyo mpia bashitefyo muti kuchipatala. Abantu balefwa muchipatala imiti balibikire kumakeni. Usha muntu ntulu uyu muntu nangu yo. That's why abera kama ministers tapabo uparamina na mpepi kuli yenu. Ale ibombera fyeka. Umuntu kuti aisula toilet takwa mama ministers abakuya ati kuti aisula toilet olome abamuntu mafye kulya kwini. Olo kansela ati kesule toilet ukachite uyoko kwine yo chite witness abale isula toilet mpaka aye yesule. Kaso kamsango shani kanshi. Wefye nati nande kofye fine. Era kuli bamayo ba Esther Lungu. Amama bangu neyo. Basati baolira nolira mulungu. Abanyatire nkondo. Ero atata Lungu. atata babantu wonse chalo chonse osankalini kuti uyu ni nkhalamba uyu ni bani nkhalamba zozika konzeru lomba aba bebe na nkhalamba zonse pairatu abechiza tia kutipayo sachikululinga natotera Tayali.
Okay, thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir. I just want to conclude by saying, we should allow.
That line is very bad. The line is very bad. Hello?
Ma president.
I am Kaima Wombe.
Kwa inaende fokulanda kufaria watu if you remember kumporo kwa mpanga ila kwa amare kujizi kulia ili mpanga bai birati bazede ndalambu kuli makoita kuli makwaita right bali kuli kwa kuna tumbe but ili mpanga bai ile keresha ati hapo time tapabe sho ikifika bali focus mpanga yini same kwa wambwa kwali balandi temulandira ine kwati kwa ikiyamare kujizi aina ile mpanga bai ile keresha ati Nisingam kushire mpange apo kubata kuloka mfula eko batempa ngomwa kuira sempe instead ya kwa develop yo kudimfula no biko ukuchalire ko kukishi so abantu bafire pe baleya na totela wa president
Mkwana totela indeed we have so much land we have so much land that government can develop. Why haven't they invested that 13.5 million in some of this land and absorb a number of Zambians to go and work on that land? They can employ a lot of people. But, you know, because of corruption, there is nothing here but corruption. It is only corruption. Otherwise, they would have at least followed the government procedure in acquiring assets, but they didn't. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please. Yeah, I'm coming home, baby.
Yeah, in a position, what does the law say about the acquisition and disposal of government assets?
It has to be, Parliament needs to
If Parliament approves this acquisition?
Nothing. Niaka in the Hichilema because of corruption. Because he's a dictator.
So what is there any recourse to this problem?
Recourse to move from your then we will come and rectify all these problems. Kumu from your kumukaka.
The experience of bulldozing and Mushan. They never wanted a deployment.
Eve a chapwa. Bamonave quatin. Zambia ni family.
There was acquisition of government assets. They were the word approach you, they should have person of property. They're using some people's mind.
Imagine. Hello, then you just like that. It's really unacceptable.
Hello?
Hello?
Ejimate Mwambashan.
Yeah, I'm coming home, Ben. Ejimate na imwetation na imwe. Chawa shani. Ala? Mushamuna famule, yonse mule famule nsabe remind you kwati ndi mkote, mkoteine. Imanga muli bakote, keep it. Ejimate station nakan. Ina nchili mwache. I'm only 29 years old.
Okay, life begins at 29.
I'm 29 years old. Na papa. Tien London.
Okay, life. Okay. Echo ndera ndako chakwe bati abengi abantu muno mchawo chesu cha Zambia tabeshwa ifingi ifichitika meni lyobuteko ngabole tulira pamitwe ifwe bene fwe bavotera so ndero mbako kuli ba politician abakabako mu Zambia yenshitero kesa tampoku ba makampeni wakamone kwenshira India kuchita sensitize abantu ifile ichitika pali inonshita because if omulelanda kwaitoke mulelanda febulino but abantu bamobamo tabaishiwapo nefi ngolero ndoro yali mbyule mulondoro era ifefwe bamikonkanga mukashira katondo tola balondoro bambi tabaposa kona mano so kuti chawamsha sana baikala pansha mu politicians isi apala kwati so wale ifiranda kwa abantu bambi bale ishiba bambi baishiba fie bunga fe baishiba ko fine so mtengo wabunga waba badisi apala kwati fine ifi apala ifi kwati bale shabale shitama famu pa mtengo ishinono sana imitima hospital bale iba bambi tabamfa ko nefyo na shin nambi amalala mawo bene ba minister of foreign affairs bale kwata pali no stefyo mefuta wako just within some few seconds bakwata mafamu akulu sana ifi apala kwati so mule mwafa kwenshira India kwata ma politicians bambo clash kako sensitize bale abantu abashikonka kuna program hii
Number mwamona my brother for Chava. Imwe, and I really thank you that you listen to this program, you even contribute. I really thank you. But you see, if ifine mulela ndokwati naimo mulesha kukia mkwewa kubambi. Mukonka nyepo. And if you have for Chava, for Chava, bamu abantu kuti bamuleka wata wonfuire. Ndemieva ngamwalanda okwaya bala bale tontonkanyati uli muntu achilanda fyakuti na fyakuti mwamona so tien sabankanya iliashi ture sabankanya yes bamutawa pa social media bamutawa mushwa chilifa tayari but ifwe bale umfu wako tureya nokubashimikira so it is good that you are interacting with people. Keep on interacting with people. Abantu bakula bale iluka nangu mwailusha kofia abadi 5 it's okay.
How if you now 5 thing and kuli neka fefia repeatapo ne fini abantu wale chankwa kuli KCM na mopani after mwalondoro la poimwe fucha again na isa mfaba mbipasata de radio chengero wa Dr. Msonda bali londoro ele sana pafyo bale tulira pafyo bachitire ila company bena batino kuti ila 51% bene bali ishitisha and then ngabaisa bali abasungu futi bakashala bashitiya ama shares so if you want to batikulu bali rwandine ndalanda na abantu I do interact with different people.
Very good. Effort kuchita, and I hope many other people are doing what you are doing. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Hello?
President Tari Mawomben.
Mkwa Mawomben.
Na tuatetera sana pafyo muliranda kanya poku gomba mulimo karambanganshi. Lero ndefo kulunda pofu pafyo mwachiranda. Iya kweba tubale ikata ba opposition bale tikisha ba opposition nga balera bakateka ba HH balalanda bwino sana tetu ikale 24 hours bafuire wafuma bakupera bond shani kwamya bala waminikisha mone ba Fred Membe ngemo bakirandira efo bekere nakumula ndo babeka driver Fred Membe ngamwa kusha bakateka ba chirufya Tayali ba HH ro bali mu opposition bale accuse ba Edgar Lungu n'abashitisha zamuteo n'abashitisha zesco taparu abekete
ukubatola
maseo zinokubatera umulando wa sedition mwamona emkwai nazafiko shamfirepo ba Edgar Lungu baima nokuikata ba Edgar ba HH kwe batwala mpero umulando wa sedition seditious katwishabene tabachitirefe but bena baisa mudungurushi akali konseko ba umfuafe alanda opposition ninshina ikatwa mwamona ngachali nibe na kusheno nshtangepo bali wale ero imbe mwatsala ndakuma judges ama judges enshiteo bafuiro kwe bati bale chitefi ndufiri right inoshita baediga ba HH background na bakwa so fintu bale chitefi kwe bati bale tikisha ba opposition ngamba kuna na bakwate mirandu bale batitikisha beshi kwe bati na bene nshita yabo ikesa Africa ero chakulekeresha wa president Tayali mwilale kokula chita mention ama names ya ntu JJ Banda alumbwire kuli bali ama criminals ilefo aikwesonde lyonse ibeshi byama criminals kaya ama criminals bale ba protected na state so ba president ngesho mulandire mule babika na ama photos pali so that ubekala chalo bonse babeshi bamacriminals abachitire abduct jeje banda natotera bakateka tushire kona
na imwe bene mule balumbula kaidi bushana mwali beshi baimwe
aifo na tule mbaka nena popene na
mashi lumbule na imwe bene njishi batinamu mfua ni nani
levi ngoma wanu amasaka 2
Clayson Hamasaka
3 evantu abachitira abduct jeje banda ebo tulefo kwe bati bakabeka tena bena natotera mkwani
natotera tureba lumbula abantu people that abducted JJ Banda Levi Ngoma Clayson Hamasaka hello
watari mwa bomba mkha
mkwa bombe
mkwai I think kumitoka stamuli mo kalambo murevumba kulenga abantu baishwa ikintu kimotabe abakwata po bulishibiro mukuru ndapengefya abafuma mukulanda abafumapo ifile singa shakwati bamwe abantu barayisefya ikintu kimotabeshi so nomba pano yakubalondorera ewesa mukushwa ifituresefya kaisha abantu indarameshwa pangira nashichana napasho bareranga ngamawesha bwino yale basengefye mwasarondora scandal after scandal era futi eso na bakufedi disappointed chakwati waichecho fubaranda it's totally different nefu bachita era futi ketu watowe okwa benanga baranda system taishita responda chat pilikulo kwati nabe nesho baba kulia kuli waminisha ku bantu abantu bamuno kwacho bareranda but wao kile kutana kwa kama aloleshero bali mu opposition tabarebe katangesha ba opposition bali ikata ba opposition now bareranda bali accuse abana bo fintu ya kusala but bali kafarenda but now we are in dictatorship whereby no freedom tetu muntu alande ngaranda kupano njba mukonkera nao bali kushapa katika bushiku konkera yo na bamu ikata na bamu spirituaso even chosa ka dare chitika during nya PF mama so ichiringira kuvapo chakwata abena Zambia bafire bamona baisura ameso kumono ko batawe wute ko waisa mukona or and then HH doesn't mean well to this country because bale ona wira kufe charo wanu freedom ile puira kufe ifintu pyonse file I don't know initially mwana pone ifintu file wa mapomwandi ni so konkanye nipo wino mulimo no kumitupira kufe kuri so mwine wa ruse ale bisungiriro mutende bakwe bati murerenga kwa abantu bari bange bafina bakirando kwati a politician mu especially opposition bafina bari sapona program ya kwa twarerenga abantu kushiba most aweshi then chikafu kwa abantu kurashwa to itsefi ifiliponi fine chitika so emashu ife na chikwata mwanje
na totela thank you very much
mkaya
so Fiobana areas twachkwata lelo basically I was just trying to talk about some of these issues that Hakainde Hichilema is a dictator and the evidence is in what is happening to many opposition political party leaders. Tonight we're talking about Fred Membe. Mula Ndusha Pangle Fred Membe is basically challenging Hakainde Hichilema and is given a very serious charge of sedition. And from there, we look at, a mass scandal. Ichalo poto tampelomba ni scandal after scandal, scandal after scandal, scandal after scandal. People that are supposed to be, that are doing business, some businessmen, bale batwala mumakoti. So we have no choice. The only way is to remove Hakainde Hichilema. And from my point of view, we need to bring in somebody that can really contest against Hakainde Hichilema and win. And that's why I've been proposing Edgar Chagwalungu. They finish.